Yeah! Oh, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, we got a crazy episode today. As you may have seen in this video where I installed this sim rig bracket to the ceiling of my garage. It's fold up. It works great, except we have a couple more issues we're going to solve today using FreeCAD. SendCutSend is my favorite sheet metal fabricator. And we're also going to do some cutting, welding, and grinding. All things applicable to your hot rod or to your sim rig. Let's go. If you missed the video of mounting the TV to the ceiling, go check out the eye over there in the corner. It was fun. We used free software. We're going to do the same thing today because, as you can probably tell, this chair is 6 inches too high. I have 4x6s on the floor. That's not ideal. The reason is I designed that mount without the chair because it was a Christmas present to my son. Ended up being a Christmas present to me too. So we're going to optimize it today. We're going to jump into CAD, add 7 inches to my rod. Yeah, pun intended. 7 inches to the mounting rod so we can get the TV lower, remove these blocks because it's a safety hazard. And that's problem number one. Problem number two, we're gonna have to use some engineering analysis because watch what happens when I hit the brake pedal. Can you see that whole brake assembly, including the mounting plate, is bending? We're losing efficiency there. Whenever you have an efficiency loss like that, you're not gonna be able to consistently brake through every corner on your racetrack. Therefore, your lap times are gonna be terrible. So we're gonna put some engineering thought into that today, add some structure, cut up some steel, do some welding, and go from there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do so because we have a ton more projects lined up, and everything I'm going to show you today for tips and tricks is applicable to muscle car building. So let's go have some fun and jump to CAD to fix problem number one. Welcome to Onshape.com. This is my favorite CAD tool. I promise this is going to be fast. This is a cloud-based software. I love it. Now if we jump to our model, this is the existing model and we can measure the height of the monitor to the cement. It's 29 inches. So we need to lower that. I'm going to jump to my rod right here and we're just going to change that length. So it's currently 44. Let's make it 51. Bam, grows the rod. Let's check out the assembly. Boom. We just take that flat file and send it to SendCutSend. They'll make us a new one and we can get that TV lowered. Okay, it's been about 5 days since we hit send on our order for our new shaft or rod or whatever you want to call my added 7 inches. Let's go. Maybe it just comes out from the end. Oh man, a box within a box. Wow, okay. Yes. There we go. Our business end. And that slot where I told you guys it was going to tear the bottom. That whole last video. Looking good. I'll probably have to move our hook location on the mounting on the storage rack, but it looks good. Back to our pedal dilemma. So here's the pedal assembly, my rough sketch. We're pushing on the pedal. The energy of the pedal creates a torque or a moment, what they call it, around the pivot point of the pedal assembly. Then it transfers to the metal bracket, which is bolted in to the existing plate right here. And that creates torque. You can see in that video, there is a pivot point right where this upright meets the main plate. So you get deflection down and up in those regions. So we decided to do an experiment. So I got some angle iron that I had laying around. We drilled some holes in it. We put some riv nuts in it. Had my son bolted in, my new assistant, and it looks like it improved it dramatically. So we need to continue that theme somehow. So I'm probably going to take this apart, do some noodling, maybe get some square tubing, and see what we can do. Okay, here's that same bendy plate that you just saw earlier. I removed it from the rig, obviously, and this is aluminum. I thought it was steel. It's very strong down in here, so I decided to explore using a tubing to make a U and just support the entire thing like that. Yep. My son and I came up with this, and I say we because it's my son's first time using a drill press. He actually used the tabletop bandsaw that I have, and we decided to try an experiment where we're going to cut this out of one piece of metal, make 45-degree cuts, and then bend it to 90 degrees. It came out really good. Now, the funny part of the story is when I made this out of one piece, I cut it too short because I measured once and I cut 3 times. It's supposed to be the other way around. So I got all bent out of shape. Yeah, pun intended, because I didn't have enough raw material to do another piece. And my son says, well, Daddy, can't you just weld on another piece? That's exactly what I did. So you can see that little area where I did some grinding, because, you know, as you can tell from my welding, I'm a terrible welder, but I'm a fantastic grinder, boys and girls. Yes. So now the next challenge is we have to mimic the uprights. Because you noticed in that video the uprights were bending as well, because these do look flimsy. I want to strengthen them. So we're going to go ahead and make it out of the same material. So same base and same uprights, but we have some math to do because this length, I can't just trace it on there because we have a new length to add in there. And so by math, we can figure out the right length. So let's go hit the workbench. We're going to go ahead and make an entire new base. So here's our new base bar. It's wider. It's actually 1 inch narrower than the chair base. So we're not going to interfere with anything width-wise. And now we have to recreate our uprights. Now it's easy enough just to model up just like that. And that's our height. But we have a challenge because the height has changed because we're adding a tube there. So now we have to do some math. Here's a little cross-section view of our double plate at the top, and I measured 32 degrees with a miter or carpenter's compass before I took it apart. So we know that angle. We're trying to solve for X here. Here's a close-up view of our top plate. Riv nuts, because there's like 32 thousandths of riv nut in there. The new 1 1/4 inch wide tube. And then this is the cross section of the tube going down. So we know the height is 6 1/8 inches from this point all the way down to our mounting plate. We need to subtract this amount, X, right here. So this vertical measurement, we need to figure that out. And the way you figure it out is the width, 1 1/4, plus the thickness of the riv nut is 141. And 32 degrees, which we measured earlier, we take the cosine of 32 as 141 over the hypotenuse, which is that, and we get 166. So I have to subtract 166 from 6 1/8, and that is my measurement from here to the bottom base plate. Those of you that want to do it quick, 4465 is our measurement. I put it in my calipers. Just take the edge, and you can score a mark right on the metal, just like that. And then that miter thing I told you about, if you twist it around, you can put it right on your material and take a punch, which also etches. Bang. Tough to see, but it's there. I'm going to mark a little further so I can cut, and then I'm going to grind my way to that mark. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. Not bad for government work. All mocked up. I'm ready to start the tacking process. I just get it in place, and then I can take it apart and do the full weld. But this is coming together. Love it. Oh yeah, look at that. All welded up. Again, I'm a terrible welder, but I'm a hell of a grinder. And if you're wondering why this looks so clean, is anytime you do welding, you really should coat those welds with some sort of phosphoric acid, like Afterblast from Eastwood, POR 15 makes Metal Prep, and then I like to use Piclex 20, because you just leave it on there wet for about 20 minutes, let it sit overnight, and it cleans all the surface rust off, puts a nice little zinc coating on your metal so it will not flash on you. It etches, and you're now ready to paint. So we got our bar, and we got this bad boy. It's time to paint. That's why I'm wearing gloves. These are clean. I just have to mask an area, and we're gonna use Cerakote. Let's go. Oh yeah, Cerakote it up, baby. I only dropped it 3 times while I was painting. So stupid. Rookie mistakes. I rushed it because, yeah, life got in the way. But you can go back over this with a paintbrush and touch up the spots that you might have mussed up, especially on corners, because you can't tell that you used a brush on it. So I'm gonna wait until we have it fully assembled, which is in like 2 seconds here, and then I'll touch up spots that are visible, because most of this you won't see because everything is covered by other plates. But the rod came out great too. Yes, it is black. I know it's shiny kind of, but it's a matte black. Love it. So Cerakote C-Series, you do not need an oven. It's air dry. So go check out my Cerakote videos for that. But let's go to the next step. I'm gonna assemble this and get my test driver, yes, FastMonty Jr., to give it a whirl. Let's go. Oh yeah, look at the new rod, baby. Came out great. No more 4x6s underneath the chair. Makes it super easy to set it up quickly. And the new pedal assembly is looking bitchin'. We'll test that in a second. But while I was setting this up, I had this crazy idea. I went back into Onshape and I designed this with our 3D modeling software. And we have a 3D printer, and I printed that. So that has a USB port, looks like that, and a power supply to power the Logitech pedals and steering wheel. So I can quickly set this up, put the PlayStation right here, and then all the power and HDMI cables come from the TV right there. Power supply goes all the way up the rod and plugs in overhead. Yeah, baby. Let me get the test driver in here so we can test the new pedal assembly and see if we have any deflection. All right, FastMonty Jr., hit the brake. Good. Let go. Do it again. Nice. One more time. Hell yeah, way better. And I know you weren't stomping on it like that before, huh? Right?
No. Sorry, I need to get back.
You guys, I hope you learned a lot today. We went over some tips and tricks you can use to reinforce just about anything in your life. Your sim rig, your hot rod, your refrigerator, doesn't matter. Cutting, welding, grinding, solid modeling, 3D printing. Yeah, the works. You can do it all if you put your mind to it. Go to Onshape, free tutorials, free software if you're a hobbyist. There's a professional license link below if you want to get started as a professional for a free 6-month trial. Other than that, you guys know the drill. Subscribe, but till next time, building fast, driving faster. Come on, bub, let's go.